You gotta hold the book from the whole thing. So is this how you wanted to do the show from now on? Just stay there. I gotta get at least something. Let's see how this all looks together. Just put back and shit around.
Well, if I lean too far in here, I got no place for my feet to go anyway.
Phyllis looks like a fucking monster in that chair.
Well, she's way big!
Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright. What do you think?
Buddy.
I think 85 was a good day. Do you consider this a horror film or sci-fi?
Horror? Yeah. Comedy or?
Is 19...
Exact same genre as Evil Dead.
85 was hitting. Yeah, that's funny that I kind of thought that it would be more like The Brood, but it was leaning a lot more towards Evil Dead by the end of it.
Like the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
more. Exactly.
Takes itself a little bit serious.
Yeah. Yeah, not the second. Where they, not the spoof. I'm trying to remember what he called it. The requel.
Requel, indeed.
But 95.
85.
Take away 10.
Alright.
So in 85,
yeah,
Fright Night came out.
Okay.
I remember loving those Fright Nights.
Yeah. What about Creep Show? When that one hit the marks?
I'm not sure, but the second Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. I saw that not too long ago.
And when we were looking at Freddy number 2, we were at part 5 of Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That might be the one with Feldman, isn't it?
It's getting up there. I did watch 8 of them.
I think that's my favorite one. Where Feldman shaves his head and he's like, "I'm you, Jason."
He shows up in a couple of them.
Yeah.
Flashbacky. Smoking that old flashback.
Well, I think it's 5 and 6 are like to be continued type shit. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of them are linked pretty hard. He grows up.
Yeah.
And then he's played by a worse actor.
Return of the Living Dead.
Romero.
Yep.
Yeah.
Demons, funny enough.
Wes.
I think that's the trilogy that I brought up on Everything Everywhere.
Yep. Not that far removed from talking about the demons. Yeah. Frightful year.
No other ones that I've seen, I don't think. There's a lot of them. Before Alien vs. Predators, there was Alien Predator, 1985. Think about that. Probably before. When did Aliens come out? Alien.
80.
Because I know this precedes Predator for sure.
Yeah. What was Predator? 87? Something like that?
That's what I was thinking, like 88 or 89.
Isn't Alien like 79?
Was it? I wouldn't think. No. 80. Oh, yeah, 79.
Holy, not even off by a year.
Yeah. I didn't think it was that old guy. 87 for Predator. You're on the ball tonight.
Oh, God. What is going on here?
Streak is over.
Restart the counter.
Yeah. Must mean you're out of the contest.
Nailing it.
So where did we land? 85. I wonder what just like the normal films of 85 were.
Well, there was Live Aid.
Not that we have too much time to dawdle, do we?
No. Well, A little tiny bit of dawdling.
Goonies, Breakfast Club.
What are those?
Some good watches. That's what they are. Commando. None of these films, like...
Fucking looking underwear?
I'm seeing a lot of films I know, but I'm not seeing something that would take home an Oscar.
No Oscars that year, eh?
No, it's like they were on strike. Oscars ever do a strike?
Probably. I don't know.
You think Commando or Mad Max Thunderdome got any nods? Rambo?
You have piqued my curiosity.
So it would be 1986 Oscars. I'm sure Color Purple just took everything.
I was gonna guess that, but I didn't want to be wrong. I thought Scorsese would have been busy that year.
You looking it up? You want me to look it up?
I thought you already had it.
No. I got it.
Why even bother?
Angelica Huston.
Houston.
Best Supporting Actress in Prizzi's Honor.
Oh yeah, and Jack is in that, isn't he?
Best Picture, Out of Africa. Best Filming Editing, Witness.
Witness, the prequel to The Fugitive.
And Solo.
Yeah. Isn't it the prequel to The Fugitive?
I don't think so. Maybe.
I don't know.
Could be right. Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Ooh.
William Hurt.
Oh. My uncle did a play with him.
Alright, so looking at this, there is a lot of better movies in 1985 that didn't get Oscars. Like this one.
And for nothing?
Where are we at? Bring us in.
Starts off fast. Starts off hot. Gets into it fast.
Yep.
Got one like TGI or something splash screen, and then it's straight on to Zurich.
Yeah. Switzerland.
Right? This movie director writer combo.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is. He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
A little bit of an airy-aster, fancies himself. What else did Mr. Stuart Gordon do, friend?
From the Beyond.
Is that like a documentary on the making of this?
Yeah, you'd think. But no.
No?
It's a totally different film.
Preceding?
No, the year after.
Was this his
He worked with...
first major feature?
So it was another H.P. Lovecraft.
Oh, Jesus. Coattails or what?
Yeah, and he wrote it with...
Go on.
Brian Usna.
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 Does that start with a Y or a U or a...
Y-U.
Y-U?
Z-N-A.
Nice.
Yeah, that's big points in Scrabble, let me tell you.
You're right. It's a real Quixotry.
He actually passed the throne, passed the torch, I might say.
Okay, Statue of Liberty style.
And Brian here...
Brian, Usno.
did the sequel, Bride of the Re-Animator.
Okay.
And also the trilogy, where it goes from Beyond Re-Animator. Which is funny because they've already worked
On a Beyond.
Yeah.
Beyond is
From
like,
the Beyond.
it's one of those words, right?
Mm.
Beyond. Not bad.
Yeah.
Lightyear likes to use that.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. Buzz.
Batman. Beyond.
Batman Beyond.
Those fucking plagiarists.
Yeah. I hated that one. Is that where he's all skinny? And he has just the red logo. He's all Vanta black with the red logo.
Yeah.
And
It is a different art style.
Yeah, didn't like it.
No.
But it also came out like right after the animated series.
Yeah.
You're not beating that.
Yeah, I didn't.
He doesn't even have a mouth hole. It's just black with a white mouth.
Goes like with the eyes thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's lazy as hell.
Yeah, and they went with the Michael Keaton.
That's Miyazaki lazy.
Yeah, they went with the.
Do they have a script at all in that?
Not at all.
Fucking, that's just beyond.
They make him look like Christian Bale in The Mechanic.
Fucking squeeze under a door, no matter how close it is.
Yeah, Ratman.
Yeah, you fucking feed yourself like a belt in there to fucking give to cats to shut them up.
So what is all the ruckus there in Zurich?
Why did we need to have a police presence during
two of
this
them.
event?
He needed backup.
Oh, yeah. What it is we got some... Actually, I don't know what premeditated the phone call, because this is a red-handed situation they're walking into, like live action.
But he must have already been deaded. So that's what the call was.
Oh.
Because
How did he pass the first time?
Mr. Wilson's wife there. Didn't she look like Mr. Wilson's wife?
She's a menace.
So she must have saw West.
It's not clear.
Yeah.
It's
not yet. Not yet.
It's not clear.
We'll talk about this at the end.
Yeah. But apparently Hans Gruber,
Yeah. Classic MacGruber.
way before Die Hard,
Yeah.
Die Hard took this name, old Shane West, or is that who did it?
Shane West, yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, another nailer.
Alumni.
Yeah, but this is a great fucking little scene, isn't it?
Yeah.
When old Gruber is...
Reanimated?
How else do you put it? Right?
This is, first scene, not knowing, never watched any trailers or anything like that.
No.
I thought he was going to turn cartoon the way he looks.
Yeah, I was like, what is this movie, German?
Yeah. But the way the prosthetics that they have on his face,
Yeah.
I thought he was going to, I was still stuck in Page Master. I thought we were getting back to that fucking...
Fucking A.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's reddish, eyes getting red, bulging.
We meet
This practical.
Herbert West. Immediately.
We meet him. He's busy. He's
What's he
occupied.
say?
He's not shaking hands here.
Well, we get to see him. And what's his first
We
line?
get to see him.
Yeah. And
Truth.
does he? I forget how he plays it off. Is he like, I don't know what's happening?
He's getting blamed right away here.
Does he have
He's
the
got
goo?
his hands knee deep in the guts. And he says like the dosage was too much.
Yeah.
And she's like, you, and he's like, you killed him. He said, I gave him life.
Yeah. Pumped him full of life.
Pumped him full of life. We're all from Sackville originally.
Yeah, exactly. Because then, do they have to
Squeaky chair.
put him back to death in this scene? I can't remember how it ends.
He got too chock full. Like if you imagine Bane.
So that's what he says.
He
The dose was too
overbaned.
much.
He overbaned.
And then it goes to the classy intro.
Yeah, it is a pretty classy intro.
Yeah.
Except they had way more time to think about it because of this stolen ass sound and music.
Yeah.
Psycho? That's what I was playing for you earlier, not the music from this thing.
No, this was almost on the sounded a bit more on the side of Home Alone hijinks.
No, we'll listen to it. It sounds exactly like Psycho.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Cut this bitch out.
Yeah, earmuffs. camera.
Yeah.
No, apparently it's not exactly the same.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll give you a quick second of this other one. If
It was a little fun.
If they dare
It was
put it
more
on.
fun.
I don't mean the huff and puff, but it's fucking finicky with that hyphen in Re-Animator.
Yeah,
and if there is one issue with
Oh yeah,
the
by the way,
music
we're talking
sys-
about the Re-Animator.
they don't care.
Who's they?
Phyllis cares.
It was until today
Why don't
that
I
people
just
knew that Phyllis is one tall bitch.
We brought that up one time. We said she is
6'6".
yeah, she is
With heels.
she's like pretty close to Tyson Fury height.
Yeah. I don't even think it's this noticeable when we did King of Comedy how tall she is. She must have been slouching.
Yeah. Forced perspective in our favor.
Yeah.
We're going to have to blur that song.
Yeah, it's a rip, but it's not the exact same. It does have a little bit more...
I thought it was the exact
Happening,
same. When I threw the Psycho theme on, I was like, this is exactly it. This is what I remember hearing.
pretty damn close.
It's a little more up-tempo, I guess.
I'm sure there was a score beef after this.
Fucking A. Old what's-his-name versus old what's-his-name.
This is before Williams was around?
Yeah, it's not either of them on either of them.
Yeah, I made both of them. Who
One
gives a
guy's
fuck?
name.
So then, we talked about the intro.
We didn't, though. But you did mention Lovecraft's. He's popping up here.
Yeah.
And, multiple exposures, kind of colorful, something going on
Some
there.
maps of the human brain.
Vibrant greens and
Oranges.
purples.
Clementines.
Yeah.
Then we go right through the eye of one of these said maps.
Spinning brains.
Spinning brains.
And
Can't forget that.
anatomical head. My favorite kind to get.
$177 on Backpage.
Yes. Back page.
Yeah, go right through the eye of one of these into...
An exterior Miskatonic medical school day.
Yeah. And then we go interior Miskatonic.
Yeah. T2 filmed up in this place, I think.
Oh, really?
I think part of that, the lab he goes to. Yeah.
Then we get to meet our guy, Daniel Kane. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, another busy guy.
Trying to pump some life into this lady.
Yeah, chest compressions, doctor.
Yeah. He cannot reanimate this one.
Try zapping her.
Yeah. They give her the electro pads.
No good?
No good. She's straight lining.
Okay.
You ever hear anyone say straight lining before?
Well.
Isn't it usually flat line?
Yeah, well.
in the biz.
They're unalived.
Then you come to find out that this guy's just a student of the game.
Yeah.
You think they really just let the students try to, like, life or death? They pass it to the...
They give them the
this guy?
laborious tasks.
He can't even get a fucking scholarship on his own.
He's got to push carts.
Yeah. And you can tell he really wants to bring this one to life, doesn't he? She's gone.
It's a loss.
Why don't you just take her for a little drive?
Yeah.
You guys can say bye-bye. Get a little closure on the way to the morgue.
Yeah. We get introduced to Mace.
Yeah, the security guard.
The security guy, yeah.
He's smoking a cigar in this scene.
Must have been after he read his magazine then. Yeah, he's got the inquisitive line about why did they even bother to lock the doors here?
Exactly.
Nobody wants in and nobody's getting out.
Yeah.
Gold, Jerry. Gold.
Yeah.
So yeah, open up the freezer.
Surprised they didn't use more of that. Seemed like, they could have fed him a line every time you see him, but he had less and less.
Yeah.
Point is just like...
He becomes more...
Dr. Hill?
Yeah. He's less interested in his vocation as things go on.
Yeah.
But we bypass him. He lets us through.
Yeah.
It's no problem.
First date.
Yeah. Open up the freezer, Jack. There's a lot of bodies in there.
Yeah.
Stuffed in with those unsold pizzas, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a bit of a pile-up, isn't it?
Yeah. Body moving. Keep your body moving.
Yeah. He has a less than perfect record. I hope that's not just his room.
It's Stella. Yeah. That's his wing.
Yeah. It's looking like a Jack for sure.
It's the East Wing.
Yeah. Another one gone. I'll get the next one. I keep forgetting to interlock the fingers when I'm humping.
Yeah, he has a feuff moment. He's like, enough of that.
Yeah.
Let's move on to fucking brain swab.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as I saw that, I was like, that's pretty high tech for the 80s, is it not?
What, this brain swab?
Yeah. Or did you get to see him shooting in with the laser beam yet?
No,
you just see the brain swab.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of lasers in this.
But before they started saying how cutting edge it was, I was
Moonraker.
already on to like, never seen that in a movie before. This must be original to the story. No, but the laser beam.
Yeah.
Even though
It's easier to get in there when trepanning.
Yeah.
Dan.
Okay, so the jack off is watching them swab the brain.
Yeah. Dude,
And then who walks
that's what
in?
COVID tests looked like back in the 80s.
The dean just comes walking in.
Mr. Allen.
Yeah. You think he just kind of walks around like he owns the place?
Yes.
Is this a medical school?
It's
not
gotta
just
be,
a
right?
hospital?
No, it's a practicing medical school. Dan.
Because this is
He's in
starting
the
to
third
remind
year.
me. This is starting to remind me of like House, but House actually took place in a hospital, did it not? When they have all the med students.
There was a horror movie called House. Did that come out in 85?
Yeah, it did.
No way.
It was on the list.
Really? Did you watch that? Yeah. Well, I didn't watch that much of House, but I know what you're talking about. I know the set of it.
So it's just funny, like this completely hospital-looking location, and then just you got the dean walking around, just checking in on her.
But they do show the exterior. It is a little bit hospital-y.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So up until
But it's also a lab.
Up until this point, I just thought it was a hospital, and then you get to see the dean. Like I didn't even know he was a student until this point. I don't think.
Yeah, no, it's not clear. You feel like he's full doctor because when you see him first scrubbed up there.
Yeah. And Herbert West.
Yeah. Check him out, Dan.
Get to see him a lot quicker than you thought he was gonna show up.
Oh, but
You
also
knew he'd show up again.
But also, they mention this offhanded line like to Alan saying he hasn't been around much.
Alan Halsey?
The dean, yeah.
What's he been up to?
Right? My sympathies.
Is he over eating Swiss chocolate? Is that what you're saying? Think he's a Swiss Army knife man?
Maybe he was trying to get, some kind of deal for Herbert in his previous scenario there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no secret what happened before the intro, right?
I thought Dean Halsey was a little more innocent to the matter, but now I got my speculations.
Yeah, we'll have to think about this a little bit more as we go. See if our suspicions are raised. Heightened.
Because they're, You're not heightening, are you?
Yeah, it's like...
I wouldn't bring any attention to that, mister. It's funny because it's still not working.
Yeah, no, it's failed miserably.
But they even are talking about how he used to work with someone in Switzerland until he died.
Yeah.
They left out the reanimation part.
Gruber.
Do you think Halsey had that information or no? I don't think he did.
Yes.
I think he's just a good dean and a good daddy. Nothing to see here.
Fucking... It's like Hank Hill.
Yeah. Of course, all my attention was averted to
Grimy there?
Craig Hill. Or Carl Hill.
Carl, yeah.
Herbert West does not look creepy at all compared to this guy.
Black suit, black tie.
This lurch looking. No, even when he's in the scrubs. I was just like, this is Nirmata.
Grimy.
Yeah. They're in competition for the weirdo of the group.
Didn't they base Frank Grimes from The Simpsons on Herbert
West?
Yeah, the character in that episode.
I'm not sure.
I could be wrong. Looks like him a little bit in that scene, but maybe that's what threw me off. I don't want to sound stupid. Fuck me.
But then they're talking about how this
derivative works.
This Lurch guy is actually the brain researcher and Grant machine. I knew we shouldn't have got the cups and we should have spent money on a new on air.
Yeah. That's the verdict. You're on air. Yeah. But old Herbert West is not at all afraid of confrontation.
No.
Right away, he's like, oh, yeah,
He's got his number.
Your shit is derivative of Mr. Gruber.
Stolen.
Yeah. And
everyone in Europe calls you a plagiarizer.
Yeah, and it's all outdated. It's the most outdated research I've ever feasted my brains upon.
Yeah. He brings the whole damn continent against this guy.
Yeah.
20v1.
Yeah.
Against Carl.
You're right.
But you think that they try to paint Carl in a little bit of a better light throughout this movie at all?
They're kind of like the fucking Horn brothers in this.
Yeah. Because he doesn't do himself any favors from the very beginning. But he does play it up. He's the victim in this circumstance.
He's the teacher.
This barrage.
He's the teacher
of Herbert West.
Yeah. Herbert's got to learn from this guy, this outdated sack of shit.
Yeah. 6 to 12 minutes.
Fucking A.
You think that's a long time, pal?
Yeah. The fucking dead whatever. I got it somewhere in here, but it's not that early, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, they talk about
brain barrier.
Yeah.
Brain death barrier.
Yeah. You have that long to bring the person back to life without...
Yeah, it takes way long in that...
significant cranial damage.
Oh, yeah. If you don't want a zombie, I mean, if you follow the works of, what's his name? Dahmer.
What was the movie where Denzel was a bit of a herbivore? Bone collector. Bone collector, yeah. But, unfazed, this Herbert, he goes over, they go down to the morgue with him. Or do they stay in that room where he's, like, touching the guy's feet? the cadaver. He's like playing with his toes and reading the tag, and he feels right at home.
No, I think they give him a break there and cut to the dude Dan's posting his apartment to share. Because we're just finding out that he's a third year here.
Yeah.
So,
it
looks like a third year wrote it.
He's playing with the toes of the cadaver. He looks at the tag.
Oh, in that scene when he's popping off at the dude, he's just playing, multitasking.
Yeah.
Launching a tirade and fucking fiddling.
I've never seen anyone look that comfortable around a dead body. But then it cuts to like this college coming of age film where he's by the lockers and his boo-boo comes up.
Yeah, he's posting on a cork board.
Yeah. And how quickly does a quick peck turn into a quick Shrek?
Yeah, this is a friggin'... The girl says yo, and then it match cuts to a horizontal dance almost immediately.
Yeah, I know.
And they got the stop making sense thing going on there, right? On the wall.
Didn't pick that one up.
Don't you remember watching that Talking Heads musical?
Oh, yeah.
That Jonathan Demme did? The Silence of the Lambs guy?
I should have peeked. My attention should have been somewhere else.
Looking for the little things, aren't you?
Yeah.
It's like the only little thing I saw. Yeah. Remember that though, where the dude's wearing the big suit?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't look to any of the.
Yeah. I don't know if it came out
set dressing
before, because there might have been an album as well.
Yeah. Once again, pumping life. This movie's all about pumping life into people.
Yeah, that's all we do is inject.
Yeah. And then...
and interject.
Just like the cat.
Rufus
comes interjecting right in the middle of them.
Yeah, this pussy is cock blocking. No, he's pouncing. And this lady gotta go.
Yeah.
She's had enough.
Well, he's just trying to get used to his new home. If you're not going to move in, do you know any eligible nurses? Yeah. Looking for a roommate?
Yeah. And then fucking gets scary as shit right here.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Both half-dressed.
Yeah. He's under the sheet. You see that shit?
Oh, well, first thing, yeah, he looks under the sheet to her. He's like, you got a nice body. Which is funny because... Like, I didn't put it together right away that he does this all the time, looking at bodies under the sheets. Yeah, they usually don't look like that. But then she really doesn't like when he starts playing Ghost.
Yeah. Spooky.
And it was...
It's right out of this world how spooky that is.
You can tell that Friday the 13th came out first.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, Nightmare at Elm Street. The first one where she's walking around in the bag.
84.
Very reminiscent of that.
Yeah. A lot of borrowing. A lot of the same sort of vibes in some 80s horrors.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah. Oh, and when the cat kept coming in...
Rufus.
Go back to
got a name.
You could tell that someone was, like, throwing the cat at them. They're not getting the cat up on anything to, like, pounce down. Yeah. You can see the cat's, like, getting thrown around.
That's what it's like to be famous. People throwing a cat at you.
That's before
Buddy.
Who, Buddy Guy?
Now Buddy the rapper. Some hoochie from a coochie mo. Get some cat from a hood rat.
So she says that, this is almost a preliminary just to get you housebroken.
Yeah.
Huh? You don't think he's housebroken? He's taking care of the cat?
She's exaggerating.
I don't know.
It's hyperbole, buddy. Buy a clue.
Don't. Stop it. Stop it. Don't. Dr. Dan.
Dr. Dan opens the door.
Yeah.
Bam!
This guy's everywhere, isn't he?
Go from Dan to bam!
Herbert West.
Yeah, east meets west.
Yeah, west coming from the east.
Yeah, he's cupping. It's like a nor'easter.
Heard you're looking for a roommate.
Yeah. Found the note you left me.
So did you say that when you first meet Meg, that he's by a bulletin board? Is he posting that he needs a...
yeah. The exact same sign.
Okay. I just pictured them at the lockers, had that scene played out.
Come in. Oh, I startled you, didn't I?
Yeah. Do you have a basement?
You did.
That's the first thing he asks. He doesn't even want to see his room.
Yeah. Well, the place is kind of a mess.
Yeah.
From Mr. West. Herbert.
No clothes on Daniel.
Yeah, they do a little tour. You're right. This place got a basement of some sort.
Right away.
Yeah. Like it's the fucking burbs here. And yeah, they go down for a little...
It's the classic creepy basement.
Yeah. Nice, what would you call that? The 13-stepper? That staircase into the unknown?
I'm pretty sure that basement was used in a Creep Show episode that I can remember.
Well, it's perfect
Yeah.
in every way and for every purpose.
That's what Wes says. That's the line.
Yeah. So now he's sold. He wants to move in. He's got his shit immediately outside.
Yeah. Should I go get my stuff?
Yeah. And Meg's bowing out. She's like, I gotta go. We're busy.
But she's like, you don't need a roommate. That's what she's saying with her eyes. But then Wes got a wad of cash.
Yeah.
How's Crane gonna say no to that?
Yeah, a sweet billfold indeed.
Him and Rufus have to eat.
Yeah. But there's some questions, why the hell did you leave Switzerland?
What does he say?
There's nothing more to learn there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how did he get all this goo over customs? Or did he have he can buy the ingredients here?
The reagent.
Yeah. Were you wondering about that?
Well, let me see here. I don't know if
you can't bring...
I did have some speculations on what was in the reagent.
I don't know what the rules about bringing liquids on the plane are back then.
Yeah. So...
Wonder what that would look on the X-ray.
We'll see if it pops up shortly. I think I might have ventured a guess at some of the contents of it there. So, yeah, they got a deal, basically. The billfold, that's big money. That's green in this guy's pocket. Yeah. Dr. Dan is flush.
Yeah, his bags are outside.
Yeah, so it's done. Done deal.
Back to class.
Cut it. Yeah, fucking hospital training.
Brain removal class.
Junior Mint's flying.
And he walks you right through how to scalp and crack the egg open.
Yeah, you want to reach somewhere down and
makes you feel like you could do it.
Yeah, it is.
Seems pretty easy.
Self-empowering.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the guy who trepanized himself the first time, the hole in the brain thing. Did it once, fucking started hearing the hiss of the brain leaking out. He passes out, and then he went back and did it again later. That's all in the...
Fooled me once.
All for science. That's some brain candy for you.
You ever see that? Kids in the Hall?
No, I don't know. Maybe clips of it.
So it's just like peeling a large orange.
Yeah, skin forward over the head.
Yeah.
And
you hear that tearing sound.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
It's good enough for rock and roll.
And then he gets his little grinder out.
Yeah. So, you want to make sure the skull's plainly visible. And then, you want to reach for the closest bone saw you can find. And work that around the perimeter. Right?
Yeah.
Dig yourself away into some of these hemispheres. And hurrah. Fucking brain.
You think one of those bone saws are on the list of things you need to bring to class? Can't pick those up at Staples.
Yeah, I don't know if it's outdated for me to think so or not, but
Everyone should have a bone saw.
yeah, it's, it's in my top 15 saws I own.
But that look that West is giving him as he's doing it,
Well,
not liking it.
no, especially when he starts talking about how brain death isn't reversible. Are you kidding me?
He's breaking the pencil every time he doesn't agree with something that he says.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we hope.
Calling him out without calling him out is what he's doing.
Yeah,
He's an agitator.
yeah. Because of this outdated research, he's wasting his time in this shitty American school. Snap. And then,
How many pencils does this guy have?
yeah, we're hoping for a pill or a potion or some kind of drug here. But it takes something else. Dr. Frankenstein. Yeah, another snap. He's hard on these H2s.
Yeah.
This is
Maybe this is the only time that you might feel for Dr. Hill a little bit.
yeah.
Because he's just getting badgered in his class.
They
He
do.
pretty much gets badgered out of his class. I think he kind of goes running out of there. Because
Well,
he's like, or does the bell ring?
No, he says, "Get yourself a pen, son."
Yeah. But then he's like, it's going to be a pleasure to fail you. And then he leaves.
Yeah. So yeah, he basically
Maybe the bell rings.
Herbert attacks this garbage fire of a class.
Yeah.
Calls it just as such, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happens. You cut to dinner with Daddy.
Yeah.
You get the dinner with Daddy anyway.
And it's not even a secret that Meg and Daniel are dating. It seemed like it was in the first scene. But then you find out that they know all about it.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Maybe not the extent.
But Carl Hill,
You don't know what base they're at.
he's kind of trying to talk Halsey out of it. He doesn't like it more than the...
Yeah, I couldn't tell
father
who was the
does.
dad out of these two.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing wrong with them.
Yeah. Then Megan comes down, says that she's going on a little study date.
You're right, she is. And the Horn brothers don't like that, right? Study
'Cause
here, they say.
Yeah. No, it's just him.
Nah.
It's not even the father that says it. It's Hill that's like, why don't you just study here?
She's
the
like, nah.
dad's like, yeah, why don't you?
Then they
But he likes Daniel. He wants Daniel to have the scholarship. He don't see nothing wrong with Daniel.
No, he's an eye.
Hill, on the other hand,
Yeah,
he thinks he's a lazy piece of shit.
yeah. The obsession of
Is he the one? You think he's the one?
not a
They're asking
chance.
if he's fucking Neo.
Yeah, this is puppy love, flash in the pan. He's just a fad.
But then it's...
I'm a man.
is
I'm
he
a
the one?
doctor. I'm a professor.
Is he the one? Did you notice that when... so she leaves. Because he shows up. Daniel, to pick her up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Says hi.
Yeah, they say, nah,
Nothing-
we're gonna
nothing too
we're
crazy
gonna head
there.
back to my place and
Steady. But then, when they leave, and it's just the one-on-one again, with the Dean and Hill,
yeah.
every time it cuts to Hill, he's staring right into the camera doing this kind of hypnosis thing.
Ooh.
Did you pick up on that? He's
Mesmer.
like, you will not like Daniel. And it works, because next time he sees Daniel...
He does kind of zip up a little with the whole scenario.
Yeah.
You're right. But he does have that line where he says she's the obsession of everyone who falls under her spell.
Yeah. While he's putting a spell.
Yeah. But either way, they're not convinced.
Yeah.
Cut to...
This is right when I figured out that I was right about Hill in the beginning. There's something up with this guy.
He's a bit of a scound.
Yeah.
Necking?
Because Dean Halsey actually refers to Daniel as a perfect gentleman.
He's all right.
Yeah.
His third years aren't jaded yet.
Oh, okay, so... And then, not only was he staring right into camera and there was like this kind of haziness to it, by the end of the scene, he's clearly standing up. And when it shows the two shot, he's sitting down. But when they're shooting this one shot on Carl, they do it at this upward angle where he's staring down straight into the camera.
Calling them a cheat.
Strange. Yeah.
Saying they're cheating.
Yeah, they did. He was growing. It was like this. They brought in this chair. He went from that chair to that chair.
Jeez, how fucking apt.
This guy's the same height as Phyllis. And he says that Cain is dangerous.
Cain, indeed. Imagine if he became...
Saw what he did to his brother.
Imagine if he graduates, grows up to be professor, whatever, and then becomes
Xavier?
Dean Cain.
Dean Cain.
Wouldn't that be super?
And then he starts hosting Ripley's.
Yeah. Believe it or not.
Superman.
That could happen.
Yeah. It's not dangerous. He's Superman.
Yeah.
Could happen. We'd have to watch the sequel. Maybe it does happen.
Yeah, let's not rule it out if we haven't experienced it, all right?
Yeah.
Right.
Glass break.
Necking?
Yeah. No, it's actually studying.
Oh, my bad.
I've never done that on a study date.
Yeah.
They're actually reading the books.
Yeah. You can't make a move on that side anyway. And she ain't in the mood.
But I guess that's why they're doctors. Because they actually study.
It's not really a lie.
What'd she do?
Nothing.
She just in like Flynn? I didn't get to check out what textbook she was reading.
Yeah, they didn't really show any interest in her day to day. She's just like a show-upper in this. Yeah. It's before there was good representation, I guess, in movies. It's rather foul.
Before Seven
what they think a woman is like, or a girl.
Christopher Walken would have had a field day.
Well, you get in the mood.
But they start talking about West, and Kane's actually sticking up for him a bit.
Yeah.
Sympathizing with him.
Yeah, but she knows
calling him Herbie.
Yeah. The fucking love bug down the hall.
Yeah. But he's a creep. He doesn't eat.
Yeah.
Never comes out of his room.
Rufus fucking hates the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Where is he anyway?
He's been less destructive than ever.
Yeah.
Usually he's knocking shit down. But where was the glass break? Oh, yeah. Yeah, at the end, Dean with his glass.
Oh, it was
breaks
one of
it in his hand.
Oh, yeah. Then that was sugar.
Yeah.
He's no DiCaprio.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't wipe it on anyone.
Yeah.
Man, I called that out in the theaters.
Yeah.
When I watched Django.
Yeah.
Because you could see how he stops and looks at it, and then he's such a champ, so he just keeps going and adds it, fucking wiping the blood. It's the craziest part of the
DiCaprio.
whole. Yeah. Decathlon, this guy. The way that he.
I don't think that means what you think it does.
Oh, it does. Don't make me crush your head, little guy.
I was trying to figure out the name of that concert. Just popped in my head.
Did you find it out?
No.
So he's sticking up for Kane. Or Kane's sticking up for West. Not an issue. He's not a problem.
Yeah, we're exploring the house, looking for cats.
Sticks to himself. So they go looking for Rufus.
Yeah, gonna have to check the West Wing.
Yeah, they just help themselves into his room.
It sounds a little like... a little bit of a creak. All this clutter is really too much for me to bear. Yeah. It's too soon, too real.
Then they just help themselves to the mini fridge.
Yeah.
Is there any glow coming out of it, maybe? That alerts them to it? And they just... it has that ooze that he has. It definitely has a glow.
It does, yeah. But, no, they find Rufus is in the fridge. Yeah. And then it's shortly after that Herbert West finally makes an appearance again.
Yeah.
And he said, I thought this was a private room, man.
Yeah. Nothing about, I killed your cat.
Yeah.
Get out of my room. That's
guy,
mine.
This guy's a piece of crap. I was going to tell you. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Where is Rufus?
Yeah. He was dead when I found him.
Halfway to a comic strip he is.
Yeesh.
He's turning into a doodle.
Yeah. He's fucking got his head stuck in a jar.
Wonder what his complaint would be.
Jesus hell. I don't know. The whole thing stinks.
Yeah.
And that's why we put them in the fridge. To reduce.
Yeah. What was I supposed
odor.
to do? Leave a note? He already has the...
Yeah.
You don't know if he's right or wrong.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like,
Did he?
He's suffocated in a jar.
Yeah.
Got his head stuck.
Yeah, what's your take, yeah?
It's pretty easily forgotten.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you would assume that Wes killed him.
Yeah, I had to go push people at the morgue. You know that.
Yeah, this never...
You know this.
Yeah, you know my schedule.
Yeah. You're like, then they're inquiring, what's the green juice here, right?
Yeah. Supposed to bring him to the kiddie morgue?
Yeah, this fucking superfood here.
Yeah.
Kale, maybe?
How do you think they made it glow so well?
I don't know, but I'm thinking about like the status is a little bit weird here between the two of them, and he's throwing out threats too.
Yeah, no, he's not playing. He's playing it up pretty well. That how can you say that this guy's guilty?
Yeah,
because he's get the fuck out of my rooms.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm gonna tell you that the dean, you're sleeping with his daughter.
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm assuming that the dean assumes that.
He does not. He would not. He's the last living Puritan.
So do you think West is thinking that it's a secret, more secretive than it is?
Maybe. There's more to this than meets the audience.
A lot of questions unanswered.
Mm-hmm. And we might find out why in a little bit.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this whole scene is just done.
Yeah.
Right? And then we cut to the middle of the night or something.
Yeah.
Dan waking up. Here's something. Something's gone awry. Grab that bat, would you?
Yeah.
I might have heard a weird cat.
And it's coming from the basement.
Yeah.
He follows the screams.
Yeah, he's probably unnecessary to have the bat in his own place there with all the stuff going on. You shouldn't be that suspicious.
Yeah, no, where's the barbed wire guy?
Yeah. Let's
Tough
go
guy.
with it. Yeah. Trying West's door. Knock, knock.
Yeah.
Right? You hear that sound that's been going on, West?
Can't hear it.
Nothing.
Can't hear a thing.
No. And this guy's got to smash down his own fucking basement door now.
Yeah. When did Pet Sematary come out?
After this, probably. Ooh. But the book probably came out before this.
Ooh. Do you think that Megan kind of reminded you of a young Michelle Pfeiffer? Especially with the... She really reminded me of
She
Michelle
could have been
Pfeiffer.
Catwoman.
Yeah. You know what she was in?
Not Scarfacci.
Puppet Master.
Oh.
2018.
I think the soundtrack. Oh, no. Ow. I think the guy who made the soundtrack for this might have made the one for Puppet Master.
The good one?
I think so. Let's hope.
Yeah. But you're definitely getting some Pet Sematary vibes.
Yeah, that's for
on
sure.
Manual.
Yeah.
On Manual. Yeah, it goes crashing through the door and down the stairs.
Yeah, all 13 of them hits his butt. He somersaults down there.
Yeah. Door wasn't even locked,
No.
idiot.
And Herbert is down there.
Yeah.
He's covered in puss.
Yeah, it's on his back. Hey, help me.
Yeah.
He came at the perfect time.
Yeah.
No wonder he couldn't answer the door.
Yeah, I need the bat to shake this thing off. Shake off all this puss.
This is when you see them work together.
Yeah.
They're regular Joey and Chandler by the end of this scene.
Yeah, I know. Fucking pussy hound and the asexual guy.
Then he throws it at the wall.
Yeah.
That'll be the end of that.
Yeah. During this cat fight, they might kiss.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just fucking wings it at the wall.
And then he cuts the tension with the old fake out.
Yeah, here.
Look at it! Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Made you flinch.
Maniacal reaction.
And this is when you first hear the reagent.
Yeah. Check out this reanimation reagent guy. You gotta check it out.
Yeah.
Right?
We can defeat death.
Yeah. You heard about the 12-minute barrier, right? Yeah, you know, that's all bullshit, man. Yeah, no, I've conquered brain death, bro.
Yeah.
Help me.
And I'm wondering
Help me.
Daniel Crane is thinking about that girl this morning. That lady that he just could not save.
No. Assist me. Help me.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, all this whirling around his head.
They even do a reanimation, don't they?
Yeah, you got everything I need. Pharmacy keys.
Let's go into business.
Yeah, so, but there's questions. You haven't done this on people, have you? Just cats and the like, right?
No answer. But then does he say that it has to be right into the brain?
I don't know. No, it doesn't have to be right into the brain.
I couldn't make out what he said.
But maybe he does here. Maybe there's a breakthrough later on.
It's kind of in the neck that he does it to the cat. I was like, that's not the brain, but I couldn't make out what he says. It sounds like he said has to be in the brain.
Well, the other guy thinks this could still be a friggin' dupe altogether. Yeah. Because he thinks it's like just bullshit that this guy probably cryogenically froze him and let him thaw out slowly, right?
Yeah.
Then he fucking gives it the... What? No? This fucking turkey's a cat, all right. Yeah. How about a little bit of the juice? Yeah. Right?
Yeah. But then, does it cut to the next morning already?
No. They got the noise going on here, right? They bring up that birth is always painful and how he was dead. And he might not be as frisky now that he's got this bone broken issue all over his body. Yeah. And then the girl shows up randomly. Meg. Yeah. In the basement. Now she's in there.
Yeah, no. Not liking what she sees.
But then, exterior hospital.
Yeah. And then...
She doesn't like what's going on, basically. But old Dan Kane is a bit of a tattler on himself. That's what he's right into. It doesn't take him an instant to be in that office.
But it's so strange because there's such a disconnection the way that she comes down to the basement.
Yeah.
Like it's been all night and she left.
Yeah.
Because wasn't she there to hear the noises?
Yeah. It's a bit of a plot issue.
And then she went back to sleep, woke up, left, went and got coffees, came back, and then they're still going at it down there?
You know what I mean? He woke up from a dead sleep because of a sound, and somehow, through something, some mysterious force, she caught a bat signal, cat signal. No, bat signal. I don't know.
All right, Dean's office. Interior Dean's office day. Dean's turning on him, saying criminal charges may be pressed.
Yeah, he's basically Dan's all in on it now. And now, Halsey, Alan.
Yeah, you can see how much
Dean,
Carl got into his head.
Yeah, he wants an apology letter.
Yeah.
Already he wants the apology letter for the...
Herbert West is completely kicked out of the school.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and just tell your buddy?
He's done.
Yeah, he doesn't even haul him in. Yeah.
You do the firing.
Yeah, tell West he's out and tells him it's beyond his studies to be involved in all of this somehow. Right? Reanimation beyond his studies? It's in the ballpark.
Yeah. And then he has to talk to Megan about this meeting that he just had with Daddy. She says, "Let's get married. Let's do it right now." And he's like, yeah, well, I better go talk to West. Got some more questions. So many questions.
Yeah.
Did I leave anything out of that meeting?
Well, I don't know. There's like a conclusive moment in it. But then I don't know if it's after what you just mentioned, where he's got the body down to the morgue, like trying to get all business as usual with it, right? Like the dead keep coming in. Says this meatball got run over by a semi.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, because she's saying, "Oh, let's get married. Let's just run away together." He's so fixated on what he just saw the night before, so he wants to get down to the morgue. She's basically the blue pill at this point. Mm-hmm. And he goes down.
He's taking advantage of old Mace. Yeah. Mace just looking the other
saying,
way.
"If you go through with this, I'm going to tell Daddy."
Yeah.
Like, that's not helping.
No.
That's not helping at all.
Oh, yeah. Running into trouble here. We got Mace is heading out on a coffee break to grab some Folgers.
Yeah. He sneaks West.
Yeah. Yeah, he pushes him in, and you're like, but wait.
Doesn't he take a peek, too? Takes a peek under there and sees West.
He's a peeker.
Yeah. He is. Yeah. He's not a poker.
Yeah. Who is this body? None other than Herbert.
Yeah.
And they're in their collusion, conspiracy to commit murder. Conspiracy to commit life. They just need to find an excellent specimen.
But did you notice how West gives Crane the recorder?
Yeah, oh yeah.
And then he's like whispering what to say, and then Crane is saying it into the recorder. So West is actually like leaving no paper trail on his account. It's like, if any of this gets caught up, it's all going on you because you're the one in the recorder.
Yeah, he must be somewhere fucking whispering in.
I don't know. I think he was trying to pull a fast one.
I don't know. I was thinking about how they're trying to Goldilocks-ing these cold ones going through. All right. Here's a good one. Eventually, right?
Yeah.
Let's crack this cold one open.
Yeah. Yeah, they're trying to find the perfect specimen because they're like, shotgun head, nah, burn victim.
Yeah, too overcooked.
Yeah, what about this hunka?
Yeah.
They shouldn't have went for fucking Arnold on the first test.
I think he's his like body double or some shit.
Like him.
Yeah, or stunt double maybe.
I could see it.
Yeah.
So they reanimate.
Jam a fucking glow stick in me when I die, please.
Oh, fuck. And happening at the same time, Dean's getting wise to them being in the morgue.
Yeah, death 104.3.
So you kind of have that cut back and forth of the Dean walking down the hallways towards them as this guy's coming to life. Mm-hmm. And he's not too happy.
Yeah. And Alan, he's making this fucking night call.
Yeah.
Right? And he's just like so convinced there's these, like, I don't use this word at all, but shenanigans.
Yeah.
Right?
Afoot.
Yeah. And, and he's barking up the right tree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't fault Alan here, okay? He's still the good last Puritan out there.
Yeah.
Deaning around. And on Bring Your Daughter to Work night.
Yeah.
At the hospital.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're cutting back and forth with those dudes, and they're gonna need some extra juice for this guy.
Yeah.
Right? Tiger, burning bright.
Do you think that
right? You don't want to use the wrong dosage.
Yeah, he should have learned from Goober not to give him too much.
Yeah. But it's cutting back. You find out, like, she followed Dad here.
Yeah.
I don't know by what means. They have a vehicle each, and they both fucking burned across the city.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's stuck. Right? She's in limbo here while Dad goes and investigates.
Yeah. Finds himself in the morgue.
Mm-hmm.
Hears something happening in the Jack room.
Yeah. Dan's getting called over the PA, so he knows something's going on, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then some guttural screams start.
Halsey goes up to the door at the wrong time.
Yeah. Oh, this is where I kind of started guessing what was in the ooze there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was thinking either some bath salts or meth, maybe some steroids.
Yeah. Definitely some meth in there.
Yeah, so
It's pure Bane juice. Is what it is.
Bane juice. Yeah. The chemical composition of it. Do they mention that for the Bane juice?
No, I was waiting for it.
They keep it secret, right?
I was
No,
waiting
for
for
Bane proper.
No.
No.
Not that I know of, anyways.
What do they
It's
call it?
just venom. They just call it Bane venom or something like that.
All right.
Pretty sure it's referred to as venom.
Mm-hmm. And the second Terminator-y type thing, this nude menace here.
Yeah. Kicks down the door right on Halsey.
Yeah.
And not only that, he jumps on top of it.
I fucking love that, actually.
Yeah. The second jump or just the kick down in general?
Yeah, well, he's like, he's naked, he fucking smashes the door down, but then, yeah, that just like squoosh that it makes, it's so fucking good. It's a nice touch. The nude menace continues his attack.
Bites his fingers off.
Yeah. Dan's helpless.
Yeah. West is loving it.
Yeah, but he comes in clinch with that saw.
Yeah, right through him.
The back saw.
Yeah.
Sawed in the back.
Yeah, no.
That's betrayal.
His head right through him. Or pushing his hand right through him with the saw.
Yeah.
Wonder how they did that effect.
Yeah, it was very Resident Evil-y.
Yeah.
So.
Because the one thing we didn't get to say in the thing was how they actually used a double arm amputee to help with that shot of the doctor falling into the thing's stomach.
Mm.
When it's
I know what you're talking about.
yeah. But I'm wondering how they pulled this off.
What about J.D. Ripper there? How he denied the whole army his essence.
Yeah. You know how I feel on that. He had 2 left feet. If you know what I mean.
Yeah. So
Yes.
anyway,
So
you
it's
see
big.
that?
Now it's just a roller coaster of life and death, life and death.
Yeah, you see this? This fucking guy heard me.
Yeah.
He's conscious. Fucking
Even an animal would have a reaction like that.
idiot.
It's
Help me.
Inconclusive.
Yeah.
We need to do a second test.
Yeah, help me, stupid. We got the freshest specimen yet.
Yeah, exactly. She won't even notice.
Yeah.
We got to bring him back to life.
Yeah, Meg ain't gonna like this. Doctor, recorder, scalpel. But then it cuts to Meg chilling, right? And the guy who's just like staring at her, he's got like a bandage wrap with like no chin.
Got the chin removed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have that written in. Mm-hmm. Got her chin removed.
Yeah. And then there's, we find out that the fresher the body.
And once he got the, I just assume that this is like a very fragile glass jar of ooze.
It's plastic.
Yeah. Unbreakable.
Yeah, and freshness requires a lower dose.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We got like a timer going on. We're getting educated on how the whole thing works at like a pace that's unprecedented so far. 5 seconds.
And Meg's on her way there now.
You know,
No, she's closing in. Is that her?
that's TikTok. And we got Re-Animation and...
Do they second dose him too? Seems like they're not learning from their mistakes as they go. And by the time she gets there, he's mowing Larry and Curly.
Yeah, they're like,
got them in the double speed choke.
Acknowledge for a minute. They Vince Coleman the moment, and then it all fucking Re-Animation occurs. Meg's in that lonely hall, still making her way. Mace is still not back from grabbing that coffee yet.
Yeah.
But then she... This is where the Undertaker's finisher came from, right? This is what you're talking about.
The double choke slam.
The double choke slam, yeah.
He is not looking too fresh anymore, is he?
No. But Mace... Just Mace. He's not really in the thing yet, but they allude to him or something right there.
Worst security guard ever, this guy.
And they have to I got in here that Dean Halsey is corroborating Herbert's harebrained story. Oh, that's right.
Because she comes in and he goes into the corner.
Yeah, and I guess Mace is there then. Yeah. And he's got to explain, like, this guy went nuts, put this whatever the fuck in the guy's back. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. So then...
Dan's gone catatonic.
Yeah, he's a little cold, a little tired.
Yeah.
And then he goes full-on flu symptoms. When he's at home and he's got the blanket wrapped around him.
Yeah. Dean gets the padded room and that's what he gets.
Yeah. And Carl wants to keep an eye on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hesitate to call Dr. Hill, Carl, a creep in this environment, but he does...
It's in his office.
Kind of got this like half chub attitude, doesn't he? Right?
Yeah.
Like Meg's taking it all in as best she can in stride, really. Yeah. And then, Dr. Hill, right? Oh, I know you're lonely.
So, I found it weird that this padded room was connected to just, like, his office, which is, like, super chill office.
That irony?
Like, lounger chairs and everything. Wants to do some experiments of his own. And then, he's trying the hypnosis on her again. You start getting some shots of him staring right into the camera. And this guy's definitely a brain doctor.
Yeah, well, he's just there to comfort her. He knows that she's all by herself now. Dang. Blue balled and cock blocked by a fucking zombie dad, though.
Yeah, hitting his head against the glass.
Yeah. Fuck. That's the difecta.
And she's looking at him like she can't even tell that he's the undead.
It's difficult. She's like, the same old dad.
Bleeding from the eyes. Family curse.
Yeah. No, he doesn't take it lightly, though.
Yeah. Carl's hitting him back through the glass. Hey! Really treating him like a caged animal at this point.
Yeah. But she managed to get through this all unscathed, decides to head home. Yeah. So they cut to there, where Dan's sitting in the dark.
No, they go in.
Okay.
Because he's got a broken neck. You see him go into... Dr. Hill goes into one door and goes into the room.
Oh, yeah.
And
just
then they say that
hang.
He actually has a broken neck. But then they bring up the lobotomy. And I think this is when you first see the laser tool.
Oh.
Starts burning into his head. And you know that
nice
swab's coming next.
Yeah, well, how else do you get some of that juice out? You don't fucking pull juice out with the laser, do you? You get a proper piece of cotton.
Carl breaks into the house.
Well, it's not clear if he broke... Well, maybe the door was unlocked. They left in a hurry, right? Dan's...
Dan's Dan's there, and he's coming clean on everything.
Yeah, there's an unrealistic exchange, you can say, right? Things have kind of cooled off between them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not frigid.
Oh, man. This is escaping me, though. How does Carl get into the house?
He's making house calls.
He just shows up?
He does.
And who... Is it Dan going to her place? That's what it is, isn't it? Dan shows up at her place.
Yeah, because she goes home after a long night, and he's just there.
Yeah.
And then Dan shows up, just like she did in the basement.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
confessing the love for her. He's like, maybe we should get married.
He's it's dopier than that.
Yeah, it's like the dramatic, like this teen drama coming through again.
Yeah.
Back to the lockers.
Yeah.
And then Carl comes for some fresh fish.
Yeah. He says, I recognize this.
Yeah.
About the microscope.
Yeah. Yeah, like he's insinuating that this was taken from the school.
That's what I kind of thought. But like,
Dean was even saying that if there's any
outstanding things that you took off
West
the property,
has,
But also, I was thinking, I know what that is too. Just like Wes, I'm a fucking genius. Yeah. Brilliant.
Well, he's saying that West is really weak of the mind.
Mm-hmm. But also brilliant and a genius.
Crane says that?
Yeah.
Carl says that?
Crane. Not the fucking scarecrow.
Yeah. Crane will disappear. That's what he's saying.
Is that a threat?
Yeah, it was.
Motherfucker. And meanwhile, Meg and Dan are breaking into Carl's office.
Yeah.
How the turntables are turning, as they would say, right? And fucking, you see the way fucking Herbert sidles off when he's peeking down the microscope?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this fucking guy's going on about how he's gonna be famous and stuff. Got his friggin' eye in the microscope. Yeah. Meanwhile, old Herbert, known for his work with a shovel.
Yeah.
He's grave digger and...
I knew I recognized him from, he's in Mystery Men.
Ah.
He's a shoveler. Yeah. Takes him down.
Yeah.
And then straight lines him right in the neck.
Yeah, he knocks that thought right out of his head.
Yeah.
And then, that's a fast decap, right?
Yeah. Because I was getting kind of lost there. Because he breaks into the house. I was putting it in the same scene as when Dan goes to her place, but he's there. Carl goes into the basement, and he's basically saying that, West has to be his number 2.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they want to get on the same page.
Yeah.
He's making a bridge.
Everyone wants a piece of West now.
Yeah. Good fast recap on that fast decap.
And how he spikes the head up on the... puts the head up on the spit.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And then he juices that head up, right? The dosage. It's beyond the freshness of the body.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If I've learned anything.
And this reminded me of, the scariest moment I had as a child. Going to this haunted house. In, I think it was Alderney Landing or something like that.
Oh, yeah, they got them down there.
But they were, better when we were kids.
Right.
And it was this room where they had the same effect, whereas all these people looking like their heads were on plates.
Oh,
if they're under the table.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, as you're walking by, all the eyes open. And I probably already saw Return of Oz, Return of Oz. That always freaked me out, the heads in the hallway.
Mm. Oh.
And when all these people opened up their eyes and looked at me, man, I actually just beelined it out of there. I was like, I was done.
I hit a nerve.
Yeah.
But nevertheless,
Yeah.
another success.
Yeah.
A good dose of nostalgia there, nostalgia of fear, and a good dose to the old head. And
Well, he gives some to Jesse Ventura
yeah,
as well.
so this is how you know that it's like you can do it on two because he does it on the body as well.
Yeah.
And there's no brain in there.
Yeah.
But
it works.
it works.
That's what was confusing me about that. He says, I thought that he said it has to be in the brain. Mm-hmm. And then he does it in the cat's neck. And then this happens. And I'm like, that's nowhere near the brain, dog.
Yeah. And here comes the rest of the guy.
Yeah. Jesse Ventura gets up and gives him a good old smashing.
And I mean, the handling of that is tricky. Like, the controls are mirrored, I imagine. Because he's looking one way. He's coming another way.
Oh, yeah, he's usually... Yeah, he's right-handed, but he's shooting left.
Yeah, exactly. Come ambidextrous in a fucking pinch here. So yeah, looking this way, controlling the body, coming this way.
Yeah.
And,
did you ever shave in the mirror and be like, oh, wait, that's not how to do it? I guess you wouldn't have that problem now.
yeah, exactly.
And the laugh.
Yeah.
The laugh that comes out of him.
Yeah.
And he even tries a little bit of hypnosis on him, it seems.
Yeah. That should be in the notes or on the recorder.
Yeah.
So staying alive with the juice and all. Shout out to OJ.
Yeah.
Getting the blood refreshed.
Yeah, takes a double dose.
Yeah.
Does it say how many times you have to take this a day?
I don't know what.
Not on the jar?
No.
Can get to zoom in on it?
Yeah.
No label.
It would be good to know the half-life of it.
Yeah. You can see Carl looking just disgusted and how clumsy his body is. Knocking shit. Like the classic. You've seen this in so many things where the head's disconnected trying to control the body, but it's just tipping shit over.
Fucking head in a bloodbath. Fucking other relentless fucking bad controls.
Yeah. And yeah, they have to little Brood reference. Bloodbath.
Yeah.
And you can tell he just loves it as the body's pouring the blood in the little container that he's in.
Teamwork.
It's like he's in like a fucking Tupperware.
Yeah. And then you finally get Meg coming to her senses with this whole thing. The marriage is off. You should go. No, you should go.
I know. This is the scene that I was thinking of earlier, I think.
With here's Alan.
Yeah, exactly.
Kidnapping his kid?
And yeah, unfortunately he didn't take the bat. This is where he probably could have used the bat most.
Probably.
Yeah. And yeah, Alan shows up. Is this when you see the bodies sneaking the bodies in the hospital? Carl goes back to the hospital.
Yeah.
And he's got the head in the bag.
Yeah, so it's so funny when he gets there.
Yeah.
Because you can hear fucking Carl saying, door.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Doctor and Frankenstein.
Yeah, body.
Working together.
Go get the door, would you, body?
And they got to sneak past Mace.
Oh, yeah.
And he's got that, they sprung for the $177. Got that fake head on top.
Yeah. And you know what?
With the mask over it, and you can tell that you hear the bag in the head being...
It's so funny, yeah.
Sneaks right by Mace because he's...
That you, Dr. Hill?
He's got his nose in some male curiosity.
Yeah, he does. Boudoir.
Boudoir.
Yeah. You know this movie was originally 2.5 hours long or something?
They cut a whole hour out of it?
Yeah, exactly. That's why there's some of these loose ends here. Anyways, just thinking about that.
So as you say. What were you thinking about?
Just some of the plot holes here and how they just must have Frankenstein the thing again together a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see the full length.
But there's something really unpleasant. Like, does this guy disrobe his own kid when he brings her back after coming through the door there? Like, brings her back to Dr. Hill there.
Yeah.
But, does some of the dirty work in taking off her clothes.
Yeah, Mace takes a...
So uncouth.
Yeah. Mace takes a break
good.
time.
Yeah.
After Carl goes in. I love that it's not a very breathable fabric as he gets out of the bag. His head comes out and he's like... Jesus. Yeah. Like, where is this breath coming from? There's no lungs. It's the exact same thing as having to put the injection into the brain.
It's a pretty clear path. You're right.
And then this is where Daddy's home.
Yeah. Not good.
And goes and takes Meg.
Yeah. Herbert eventually comes and revives Dan, not by his usual means.
Yeah. The door just going to be open all willy-nilly. Mm-hmm. And then, Meg's taken out of like this weird red room, isn't she? Did you notice that? When he brings her in, it's just this red light casting in this room.
Yeah. No, I did notice that.
Where did that come from?
Yeah. Well, it's about to be the red light district. Finally, Dr. Hill gets to get his jollies off.
Yeah. You can see the moment she's in the room, the way he's looking at her is just like, disgusting. And he's got that like flap of skin
nice.
that he's just laying in, which makes it even more gross.
Yeah. Making some come-ons.
Yeah. And then they just, I guess Daddy does the disrobing, does he not?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And that wasn't in the contract.
No.
It was only side boob. That's full boob.
Yeah. It did show a boobs when she sat up before, though.
Side boob only, though.
No, she pulls on her bra when she's sitting on the bed.
I guess I must have been looking at the posters in the back at that point.
Must have been. But... yeah, no, good talk with Alan. Say what you will about the plagiarist Dr. Carl Hill here, but nothing short of industrious when it comes to sneaking about the hospital. Yeah, this is the anatomical head part. Yeah. When Mace is none the wiser, reading that magazine.
I don't know if it was the dad that disrobed her, was it?
Well, how?
Because it seemed like the body was doing all the scratches, and he was just enjoying the show.
I could have missed it, but he brought her in. Maybe as soon as he took off, that happened. Yeah.
This hypnosis has not worn off on the father, so maybe he does. Yeah. Still can control him at some point.
Yeah, and I don't know if he's becoming a cannibal as well, but it appears that he's going to eat her.
Oh man, the tongue in the ear. That's the best of what's to go.
And she does her best to fend him off. Yeah. She kicks his head off.
Yeah. That scene though, when he's just lowering the head down between her legs, was like, almost too much.
Yeah.
Something has to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final creep show showdown.
Yeah. So if there's ever
she talks some sense into Daddy. And at the last minute he comes back.
Yeah.
Because it's not her that kicks him off, is it? Pretty sure the dad throws him away.
Well, she kicks the head off.
Okay.
And realizes that's all for
she goes high, Dad goes low?
Maybe. But then, if there's ever a pet the dog moment in this, it's where Herbert comes in right now, saving the day.
But after this, he's still holding the head. Because this is where you see...
he's disrupted.
The way that they filmed it. is like they had to make a second body, and this time the body's huge because they had to build around like the actor has his head there. So the body is doubled in size. So maybe he must go and pick the head back up or something like that.
He's not really phased by.
Yeah, because the Re-Animator army shows up.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
The Dr. Hill's army of nude subjects get pretty grabby here. And I don't know where all this juice is coming from.
I know.
Right? There seems like there's too much of it going around and can fuel all of these freaking
It
bodies.
seemed like Wes just had like a little jar.
Yeah, what are the dosages on all these guys?
Yeah.
These guys aren't fresh.
But luckily, Dan got into his Roadhouse wardrobe, shows up, ready to kick some ass.
Yeah. And, no, Alan goes also high. But he goes on, he squishes the eyeballs out of him. He's like tired of him looking.
Don't look at my... No, that's what it was. That's where the hypnosis starts. That's where it ends.
Right.
And then that's when they were like... They're talking about the way that he does lobotomies. Because he would have had to do the lobotomy to everyone in the Re-Animator army. So he could control them all.
Yeah.
I was like, I knew that was cutting edge. Yeah, I knew I never saw that before or after in a movie.
Yeah. And Mace comes in
finally.
to save the day.
Yeah.
Right?
Finished himself off, and now he showed up to do his fucking job. And this is where Daddy squishes the head.
Yeah. And also wings the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Out in the hallway and splats on the wall.
Right by Mace.
Yeah. Rolls unceremoniously around the perimeter.
Yeah. Squishy your head.
Yeah.
And they're talking about an overdose. That you can actually overdose on this shit.
Yeah.
But did you notice that in the Re-Animator army, you can see like Shotgun Head Guy, you can see the burnt victim,
Yeah,
you
that's
see
what
all
I'm
the
saying.
people
There's
they
a
were
couple
talking
old
about.
corpses in here.
Yeah, some fresh faces.
Yeah, with heavy doses.
Not so fresh faces. Familiar faces.
Yeah. But thankfully, fog is filling the room to cover up some of these pricks flying around because everybody's naked now. It's a Caligula party.
Is that what they do? Is overdose them to kill them?
No,
Give them too much?
That's the fresher they are, the lesser the dose. So these guys probably need some heavy dosages to get fucking. And then it's also zombie because they're so far in the brain dead. Yeah.
Is it the body that they have to overdose, and then you get to see he's a shoe-in for the Big Johnson Club?
I think that explodes them. Yeah. Too much of a good thing.
Jesus Christ, that is one large intestine.
You gotta be moderate, yeah.
This is where it starts being kind of more like The Thing.
Yeah, they get free.
Than just this normal zombie flick. More like Resident Evil before. Now it's full-on Thing.
But it's also very much Resident Evil because they get free, they run to the elevator, and they have an encounter there with a guy who you can't get a grip off here, can't get a grip off here.
But what about that? Like, this is something that has to be talked about because the Deadite, one of them just starts pulling at the power.
Oh yeah,
and it's like we just want to get some cool shots in this scene because there's the silhouette rip apart. It's like they just wanted to get that off.
Yeah.
There's no reason why this guy would go over and start ripping at the power, and then the smoke machine starts coming in. The
Concealing weenies.
Yeah. You see the shotgun head guy, burn victim. The burn victim's in the elevator.
That's
or follows them through the elevator. Yeah. And you get a bit of an idle hand scene. Because the hand gets chopped in the elevator. And
they can't. And they can't stop them here. They can't stop them here.
Yeah.
They gotta break the glass to get the axe.
Yeah.
Fucking. That's the best way to take them down for a bit. And
it seems like everyone wants a piece of Meg now. But no one can have her.
You talking about the call back to chest compressions?
Yeah. She's straight lining.
In the second pre-Die Hard sort of reference. They got him out in his wife beater, carrying her, right?
Yeah.
So like
true action hero, this guy.
Yeah. So Dan brings her from to a very heavily populated part of the hospital with lots of local staff are keen to assist.
Yeah, and everyone loves her.
Yeah, loads of people there.
Everyone's
all
Team
kinds
Meg.
of well-wishers.
Team Meg.
Yeah. And like, you know, this is a job for a proper defib.
Yeah. And it's even the nurse, or I shouldn't say nurse because she was higher up than he was. But she was in the first scene. She's the one who's saying she's gone. Yeah.
And she's straight-lined. Yeah.
Straight-lined again.
Yeah. Which hasn't been a problem this entire movie.
Yeah.
So, you know, call this all is lost or love gone heaven.
Yeah.
But her soul is looking for the vent to get out through the ceiling. And
Yeah. She's got blood kisses all over.
yeah, he plants a nice kiss on her, right? That usually works in the movies.
Yeah. Yeah. He's just, anyway, he wants this redemption.
Yeah. This will bring her back to life.
Yeah, no, yeah. It happened in my favorite my favorite delivery film.
Yeah. But,
No, there's only one way.
yeah, no, that did nothing.
Yeah.
The kiss, it did nothing.
What happened to Wes? Did Wes die and get killed? Or did he get ripped apart?
No, I'm sure.
He's still around? No,
Nah,
because he's in the sequel and stuff.
Yeah, he's silent.
He just kind of disappears, doesn't he? Sidles. He's a sidler.
But no worries. Dan's got a handy side of juice there.
Yeah.
That he can fucking... Oh, and the staff leave and give him ample time alone to...
Yeah. Pump her full of life.
say to goodbye, I was going to say, but...
Oh, he doesn't say goodbye.
No. He says...
I'll see you tomorrow.
I love you.
I love you. Yeah. I'm really glad that it didn't end like Shaun of the Dead.
And ends with a scream.
Yeah. But you know this Shaun of the Dead where he's like playing video games and he's got his buddy all tied up beside him.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad they didn't go to that. But
sequel bait
they
still.
did. They got a whole sequel about it.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's then got the sequel, 2 sequels, you say?
Yeah, 2 sequels.
God damn.
But I don't even know if either Dan or Meg are in the sequel. I think it just follows Herbert. Which is confusing because you'd think it'd be the bride. I thought they finally got married.
Yeah.
It would have been a funeral. Would have been a beautiful ceremony. I wasn't wrong.
Yeah. But yeah, basically you
Bride of Re-Animator.
You do end up with these jagged violins in tow. You know,
I don't know.
they
Of
gotta
course,
follow
Kane's
the
in
psycho.
it. Kane's in it. But I don't know if Meg's in it is the thing.
No.
So they must have had to kill her. Fucking Carl Hill's in it. How can it be?
How can't it be? Just do like that cat. Just keep jabbing, right? Like bring him back.
Do you think we should travel to 1990 now? See how this plays out? We were just there.
All right, let's do it, you bastard.
Psych out!
Oh, fucking... I should have had
Without a shadow of a doubt.
I had my doubts.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Good night. Getting there. Not even like that's in the credits, which starts like a minute in. God, Lord Pete, under the fucking gun here.